The fluorescent hum of a server farm at 3 a.m. is the sound of a government's memory, and in 2026, that memory is far more stubborn than the people in power want you to believe. For this investigative report, we go beneath the surface of the delete button to reveal the forensic reality of public records. The digital paper trail never truly ends, it only changes form. To understand how to capture these deleted official communications, one must first view the government's digital infrastructure not as a series of isolated inboxes, but as a massive, interconnected web of mirrors. When an official at the top of a department hits delete on an email thread involving systemic retaliation or a violation of constitutional rights, they are only clearing their personal view of that data. They are not clearing the journaling archive, the SMTP gateway logs, or the disaster recovery backups that sit in climate-controlled vaults. The first step in this strategic recovery is the execution of a data freeze through a formal preservation notice. This is the cornerstone of the forensic audit. This document is a high-stakes legal instrument that puts a government agency on notice that specific digital environments are now the subject of an impending investigation. It doesn't just ask them to stop deleting, it mandates the suspension of auto-archive and overwrite protocols. In real-world terms, most government servers are programmed to overwrite deleted data every 30 to 90 days to save space. The preservation notice acts as a digital tourniquet, stopping that clock. If an IT director allows an automated script to wipe a server after receiving this notice, it is no longer a routine maintenance task, it is the destruction of evidence. By naming the specific custodians of record and identifying the unallocated space on the drives where deleted data might still reside, the investigator creates a legal trap. This notice ensures that when the FOIA request finally lands, the "I can't find it" excuse is met with a documented timeline that proves the data was there when the freeze was ordered. The documentary continues by exploring the cross-jurisdictional harvest. This is the weaponization of the fact that government officials rarely talk only to themselves. They talk to contractors, lobbyists, and other departments. If the mayor's office deletes a conversation with the chief of police, the investigator doesn't just FOIA the mayor. They FOIA the police department, the internet service provider, and the third-party consulting firm involved in the project. By gathering the mirror of the conversation from these external sources, the investigator can reconstruct the deleted chain. This process reveals the gaps. When you lay the production from the police department next to the production from the mayor's office, the missing emails in the mayor's file become visible as blank spaces in the timeline. These gaps are not just missing information, they are forensic proof of a deliberate attempt to subvert the law. In 2026, the metadata, the digital DNA of the message, becomes the primary witness. By requesting the native format files, such as PST or MSG files, investigators can see the X headers that track the email's journey. Even if the body of the email is gone, the metadata remains in the server's logs, proving that a message was sent, how large it was, and exactly when it was moved to the trash folder. The investigation reaches its climax with the personal device pivot. As officials attempt to move their dirty business to personal phones or encrypted apps, the forensic strategy adapts. Public records laws in 2026 are clear. If the subject is public business, the device is irrelevant, the record is public. By cross-referencing official calendar invites with cellular metadata logs obtained through subpoenas, investigators can show that while an official was supposedly unavailable, they were actually sending 400 kilobytes of data to a private attorney or a political fixer. This correlative evidence allows the investigation to pierce the veil of private ownership. Once a court sees the pattern of evasive communication, it can authorize the creation of a forensic image of the personal device. Using tools like cellular extraction suites, forensic experts can dive into the SQLite databases of the phone, recovering ghost messages that were deleted but not yet overwritten. This is where the most damning evidence of systemic retaliation is found, in the raw, unpolished, and deleted messages that were never meant for public eyes. The documentary proves that the delete key is not an eraser, it is merely a curtain, and for those who know how to pull it back, the truth remains perfectly preserved in the shadows of the server. This strategic audit turns the government's own technology against its secrets, proving that in a world of digital mirrors, nothing stays hidden forever.